debate competition has been extended one last time because of the calls that we kept getting calls. We kept getting calls. So we're going to extend it we have extended it for one last week. So it's going to end October 13. So if you know a kid that is yet to register, and these students must be between 13 and 16, maximum 17, as long as they are still in school, though. As long as they're still in school, they can enter for the competition. Lagos students have been entering for this competition. If you are a school proprietor, please encourage your students to also enter for the competition. It's the last week that they've got. All they need to do to start their registration journey is to go to our website, nigeriainfo.fm. From the website, they will land on a page where they would be able to begin their registration. All right. Best of luck to all of you that are yet to register and that you're planning to register. Okay, now let's begin the show this morning. I am Sheriff Quadry. You can watch the show Dailies today on Facebook and on YouTube. Nigeria Info 99.3 is how you can watch on Facebook and on YouTube. Nigeria Info 99.3. I'm going to start with this story here on the front page, but you can read further on page 7. Decision to float Naira working, restoring gradual stability to currency markets. That's Cardoso. A decision to float Naira working, restoring gradual stability to currency markets. Page 7 of the Nigerian News Direct. We're going to go to page 3. Let's go take a story on page 3. I am not thinking of the next election, but about the next generation. Tinubu to Southwest APC Forum. I am not thinking of the next election, but about the next generation. Tinubu to Southwest APC Forum. You can read further on page 3 of the Nigerian News Direct. I'm going to drop the paper. Let's go pick up the Daily Sun newspaper. Fuel price may go up again as NNPC exhausts stock. Stories on page 25. Fuel price may go up again as NNPC exhausts stock. Page 25 of the Daily Sun newspaper. I've got another one waiting on page 4 of the paper. Here we go. The story reads, 2 siblings die in Abia over plantain bunch ownership. 2 siblings die in Abia over plantain bunch ownership. 2 siblings last week died as a result of contention over the rightful owners of a bunch of plantain inside their compound. The 2 brothers, names withheld, in their early 20s and 30s, hailed from Ogwase in Bende local government area of Abia State, but resided along Agu Road, Ofunwa Road axis in the commercial hub of the state. The deceased were said to be residing in a house they inherited from their late grandfather and which has a plantain in the compound. It was gathered that over the years, the elder of the 2 brothers, who was a tricycle operator and was married with children, had been the sole beneficiary of the plantain bunches from the tree each time they were ripe for consumption. However, last week, his younger brother, a trader who was planning to wed his fiancée by the end of the year, told his elder brother of his intention to harvest one of the ripe plantain bunches. His elder brother was said to have refused his younger brother access to the plantain bunches, insisting that he had need for it since he had no family that he was taking care of. He had no need, rather, that the younger brother had no need for it since he never married. So you can read the rest on page 4 of the Daily Sun newspaper. So I'm going to drop the paper. Let's go to the New Telegraph. It's 7:35 already, okay? Israel-Hezbollah conflict. Many Nigerians unwilling to leave Lebanon, says federal government. Israel-Hezbollah conflict. Many Nigerians unwilling to leave Lebanon, says FG. The story is on page 3 of the paper. You can read further if you are interested. Okay, I'm going to take one more story from the New Telegraph newspaper. And reads, National Assembly will tinker with existing laws to guarantee full local government autonomy. Akpabio. The story is on pages 3, 4, and 6. It reads, National Assembly will tinker with existing laws to guarantee full local government autonomy. Akpabio. Pages 3, 4, and 6. The New Telegraph for you. And now to the Punch newspaper. Rivers crisis. Wike camp heads for court as Fubara swears in LG chairman. The story is on page 2. The riders, APC, PDP factions vow legal battle as governors. As governor, Atiku others counsel LG chiefs on residents' welfare. Yeah, that's the story there. That's the rider. The main story reads, Wike camp heads for court as Fubara swears in LG chairman. Page 2, if you are interested in that story, you can pick it up and read further, okay? Now, I'm going to go straight. Let's go take this story here on the Metro page of the Punch newspaper. I trafficked drug to pay my MSc as master's fees. Canadian suspect. I trafficked drug to pay my MSc fees. Canadian suspects. The story is on the Metro page, spread there, pages 4 and 5. If you'd like to read, please read further. Police arraign woman over 2.8 million naira failed marriage promise. Police arraign woman over 2.8 million naira failed marriage promise. I was going to take one story before, but this one popped out. Let's take this one here. A 25-year-old Taylor Victoria F. Young was arraigned on Friday before a Lagos State Magistrate Court in Iba for allegedly refusing to marry a suitor after collecting 2.8 million naira from him. Please, you can go and read further. On page 4, the Metro page of the Punch newspaper is right there for you. I'm going to draw the paper now. Let's go to the Guardian newspaper. Lagos, if you follow me, drop your comment on our live stream on Facebook and on YouTube. I would come and take those comments before I start taking calls, all right? Please feel free to do that, and I would come and take them, all right? Okay, so let's go to the Vanguard. LG polls. PDP has lost Rivers. BOT chair. Wabra laments. They should not let me vex this morning. LG polls. PDP has lost Rivers. BOT chair. Wabra laments. That story is on page 5. The riders says party rocked its own boat. Ignored warnings. We have uncovered plans to unleash violence as LG on LG headquarters. Fubara is saying that. Swears in 23 council chairman. Councillor says, I'm still in PDP. Atiku hails Rivers PDP. Fubara for rejecting intimidation. Minima hails Rivers governor over successful LG poll. APP dedicates victory to Rivers people. Stop usurping president's power. CTC chairman warns. Commends Fubara for peaceful polls. A story is on page 5 of the paper this morning. Lagos, feel free to let me know what you think. I'll come to telephone lines in a moment. In the meantime, let me go take one more story from the Vanguard newspaper this morning, and then we'll move on to go take the Trust newspaper, right? Okay, so here we go with our next story from the Vanguard newspaper. Kidnap attempt on lawmaker's wife. Police killed 3 suspects in Delta. Kidnap attempt on lawmaker's wife. Police killed 3 suspects in Delta. Recover 4 AK-47 rifles. The story is on page 6 newspaper for you. So let me drop this right here in the Vanguard newspaper. Let me go take on the Daily Trust newspaper. So here we go with the Trust. This story here on the front page. How multi-billion naira illicit arms entered Nigeria 23 times in 7 years. How multi-billion naira illicit arms entered Nigeria 23 times in 7 years. Stories on page 4 if you'd like to read further. The riders trend portends grave danger. Experts. Of course, we know that. Investigation ongoing. Customs. course, we know it's not. NSA's office takes custody of seized ammunition. So it's on page 4. If you like to read, you can get the copy of the paper and read further. Here we go. Here, I've got another one. Gunmen abduct school principal. 8 others in Kaduna. Stories on page 12. Gunmen abduct school principal. 8 others in Kaduna. Page 12 of the Daily Trust newspaper. Okay. So I'm going to quickly now. Let's go take out some stories. What's time? 7:41. I've got about one more minute to go. Before we come to the telephone. So let's take a look at the editorial of the Daily Trust newspaper. So here we go. Israel's 1 year of genocide in Palestine. That's the editorial of the Punch newspaper, of the Daily Trust, rather, beg your pardon. Israel's 1 year of genocide in Palestine. The editorial in the Daily Trust newspaper. Please pick up the paper and go read further. Okay, before we go, I have to go check out the inside politics of the Daily Trust newspaper. I have to check it out. I was going to go to City and Crime before, but let's quickly check out the inside politics part. All right. Ondo governorship, 2.053 million registered voters to participate. That's according to INEC. Says PVC's distribution to commence soon. That's on the inside politics page of the Trust newspaper. Why I dumped APC for LP, Mohalu. Why I dumped APC for LP, Mohalu is speaking there. You can read it further. It's right here. Okay. Let's take one more. Atiku hails Fubara as APP wins 22 of 23 Rivers LGAs. You can read that one too on the inside politics page of the Trust newspaper. It's 7:42 now. It's time for me to come take your thoughts on Dailies today, the second part for today. 0201 277 0993. For the male callers, we've got a female only line as well, which is 0201 465 7190. We've got a WhatsApp number for you to also be a part of the show. WhatsApp number is 0809 597 5805. That's WhatsApp 0809 597 5805 on WhatsApp. We're streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube, Nigeria Info 99.3. Please, if you calling in, you've got 60 seconds to share your thoughts, which means you need to get to the point as quickly as possible. And please also turn off your radio. That's very important. Good morning to you. That call is gone. Let's take another call. Nigeria Info, good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
It's Koboko from Otafa.
Welcome.
I support Fubara. He is Alota. I support him. I support Ababio for the first time. Me and him benefited from local government food, local government taste food, NEPA, lights, poll, and the conference. PDP and Wiki have failed, and they will continue to fail. Shebi, when monkey go sleep, Shagara go wake up. Now, I must go enter Israel now, 7th of October. So what do they expect? What do they expect? Nigeria court should continue seizing arms and make the noses rise. Make the noses rise. Thank you, Mr. Babashari.
Thank you for calling. Appreciate it. Nigeria Info. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. Sheriff.
Good morning, sir.
My name is Robert.
You're welcome.
Sheriff, I am not happy with some statement that the president always make. He said he's not thinking about the election, rather he's thinking about the next generation. When this generation, have not survived, most Nigerians are dying of hunger. How will they produce the next generation? He said, he also said Nigeria will thank him for the tough policy he made in Nigeria. Now, we cannot eat. How are we going to thank him? This is the same thing that some president, the governor, I think Buhari, something like that. I don't know. We were saying Buhari one was bad. This one is even worse. Thank you.
Thank you too for calling. Nigeria Info. Good morning to you.
Baba.
Good morning.
This is Madam Ifi.
You're welcome, Madam Ifi. Welcome.
I happy for Fubara. The slow poison. Fubara play politics. Now master nine the teacher Moshe. Moshe don't call no pass master now. You see, I like the way police self did not get themselves involved. See how peaceful that election was in Rivers State on Saturday. Everything went smoothly. Smoothly. It seems as if we will stop police involving themselves, sending 10,000 police to the state because of election. They should stop it. Let the citizens, the indigenous, the strangers, everybody in a state conduct election for themselves. We don't want police again. Enough is enough. Good morning.
Morning to you too, Madam Ife. Thanks for calling. Good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Yes, please.
Hello?
We can hear you. Please go on.
Good morning, Sheriff. You need to call for Lucky Face One.
Welcome.
So, for me, the matter I want to come out now is that my president, Tinubu says he's planning for the next generation, not this generation.
Mm-hmm.
So now they say this generation will do so now and die first. If we don't survive for this generation, now how is it possible I want to create the next generation? You say this people don't get plan, just like as UK they do so. UK they are just fighting for themselves now. They're just fighting for themselves. Now this two the system of this country now. Now, what will happen to UK? Let me tell Adams, you go happen to yourself. If they go down to now allocation that make UK they complain so for Rivers now allocation that UK they complain for. Say you know reach out. Now Adams is doing your own now for those states.
Thank you.
They dance, they shout Adams. You say sir.
Thank you.
Are we progressing?
Thank you.
You say yes sir. You go reach out.
Thank you.
Reach out. Thank you.
Thank you for calling. Nigeria Info. Good morning to you.
Hello, Oga Sheriff. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, this morning to you.
How was your weekend, sir?
Good, thank you.
This market mover.
Welcome.
See, I want to talk about this. Our president is very funny. He's fighting for both generations. The one that he see now, he cannot take care of them. These people, they are very funny. Let them continue. Thank you.
Thank you too for calling. Nigeria Info, good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yes, my name is Emmanuel, calling you from Jakonde.
Good to have you. Let's talk.
Oga Sheriff, this is your game changer. The way you keep changing things in this country, I need to understand. You need to tell us why is it changing things like this. We are hungry. Still talking about next generation. When this generation are dying for your own president, go. I beg, talk to him. You say he's a game changer. Please talk to him. Let him change this game to a good way. It's not going well at all. Thank you.
Thank you for calling me. I am not sure you heard me say someone is a game changer. Perhaps you heard somebody else. I'm not sure it was me. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Sheriff Quadry.
Good morning.
How was your weekend?
Good, thank you.
Emeka is my name from Satellite Town.
Welcome, Emeka. Let's talk.
Yeah, there was this headline you spoke about, illicit arms finding a way into Nigeria 23 times.
23 times in 7 years, yes.
That is scary. The question is, who are the importers of those illicit arms? And how do they handle such illicit arms? Well, let's say the National Office of National Security Advisor takes care of it. But what about finding out those importers who are responsible for those arms? You can look at what is happening, violence all over the place. There's a proliferation of these illicit arms that has triggered what is happening in society today. Who are those behind that importation? So Nigerians will want to know. And as for Similai Fubara, congratulations to him. Congratulations for democracy. Congratulations to the people of Rivers State. It's high time we start pulling down those structures of criminalities in the name of godfatherism. Let us replicate same in the center so that Nigeria will fight its way and develop like every other nation. Congratulations once again to the people of Rivers State. I know this is not the last we've heard. The battle still continues. Thank you.
Thank you, Emeka. Thanks for calling me. Let's go to WhatsApp to go take some comments that I've dropped. Jerry Day says, on the illicit arms in 7 years, Oga Sheriff, have you been to Owode border before? There is a checkpoint in everywhere. What they're looking for is just rice. Even if you have other illicit things like drugs, they won't check. Politicians are scammers. That's Jerry Day, who now said, God bless Nigeria. Okay. Thank you. Our democracy is not thriving. If ruling party wins all the slots for chairmanship, on president saying he's preparing for next generation, not election, but Oshoba said not minding his errors, it should have another 4 years. How do arms cross our borders? About illicit arms, any arrest. Ayo, the way you put everything together, yeah, something about that. Sunday from Lagos Island said, Rivers election have shown us that policemen are the biggest problems in our elections in Nigeria. Okay, all right, that's what he put there. Thank you for sharing your thought. I have another message here that says, so it's possible for a free and fair election to be conducted in Nigeria without the police? Wow. That's Michael from Denmark who sent that in. Michael, thank you. Let's go to our live stream on YouTube and take some thoughts that have dropped. I've got this one here that says, his name is Yemi Ade. Yemi Ade says, NNPC exhaust stock to who? Ismail Adiro says, Tinubu is thinking about the next generation and fuel pump price may go up again. Let him resign, I beg. All right. Andy says the Senate president is now thinking of tinkering with LG autonomy because Fubara has showed them how to break from godfatherism with the outcome of the Rivers LGA polls. That's Andy on YouTube. Felix is also on YouTube, and Felix says, Wike will calm down now. I love Fubara. Let Wike go to court if he's not satisfied. He's not the only one that knows how to win elections anyways. That's Felix who will drop that on YouTube. Adebayo is also here. Adebayo says, please keep stacking them. Take no prisoners. I don't know who he's referring to. Perhaps Fubara. Onokoya says, Onokoya, I can't read your whatever because I don't even understand what you put there actually. Onokoya, thank you for sharing your thought regardless, all right? Oladipupo says, not until we go back to regional government and allow each region progress at their own pace, we want to make any meaningful progress. That's Oladipupo Lukman. Oladipupo, thank you for sharing your thought as well. Let's head back to telephone lines and take one or two before we go to Facebook. Let's see who is there. Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Thank you very much. I want to thank Fubara. Look, you don't joke with an Izon man. Fubara is an Izon man. And I want to bravo to Rivers people for standing their feet. I heard him asking the IG, why are you here? Why are you here? I said it. Fubara, you are the commander-in-chief of Rivers State. Stand your foot on the ground. PDP did not lose. It's only the Wike that's lost that election in Rivers. So bravo to Izon people. Like I said, Fubara, carry go. Thank you.
Thank you for calling Nigeria Info. Good morning to you. That call is gone, so let's hang up and take another call. Good morning to you. Good morning, sir.
Engineer Christian Agazelu are calling from Ejibo.
Welcome.
Nigerians in Lebanon refusing to come back home. Now who will come home? It is better I stay in Lebanon and face the consequences than coming back here, where we don't have anything working. Actually, for me, it's better. Is it not the same government that is planning to hike petroleum fees again after all we are going through? And they're asking them to come back home. To come back home and do what? Stay their men, stay their faces. Everywhere and at home now, waiting more to talk. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you for calling Nigeria Info. Good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, Kashiri.
Morning to you.
Yeah, this is the national. On Tinubu, he said he's not preparing for the next election. I think that is the type of words I want to hear from him. If he can resign now, it's better he doesn't go for the next election so that we will know where our issues are lying. Thank you, Kashiri.
Thank you too for calling me. It's 7:54. Let's take this call, then we'll go to Facebook. Good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, Sheriff.
Good morning.
Hello?
Yes, please. Good morning to you.
Good morning. My name is Chika.
Welcome.
Well, let me react on the story of illegal arms. Now, my take this morning is that, in as much as Scotland is telling us about illegal arms, what was it called? An investigative journalist did a report about a man that smuggled in arms into the country. Did the custom or the Nigerian state take any action? The answer is no. Also in the news today, we're told that custom bought a private jet to checkmate illegal smugglings and arms. Now my question this morning is that, to what end, why are we still having illegal arms coming into Nigeria? Who is bringing them in? And who have they brought to book? Those are my questions. Good morning.
Thank you for calling me. Those are valid questions, actually. But thank you. Appreciate it. Let's go take some messages that have dropped very quickly now on Facebook this time. On Facebook. I've got this one that says, what's your name now? Okay, thank you for the kind word. Appreciate it. John says, what a president we have. John, thank you for sharing your thought. Appreciate it. Let's see who is here. Something is happening to the comments. They are not popping up. But let's see if we can go back a little bit, because I'd like to take Facebook comments, actually. Okay, so I have, let's take it this way. I think we're going to manage this one here. Raphael says, no, Raphael is responding to somebody else. Olawale says, but you... Olawale is responding to somebody else as well. Emmanuel says, Wiki, how market? Wiki, Emmanuel, thank you for sharing your thought. Appreciate it. Now, I'm going to quickly cross over to this point here on WhatsApp. And this is Godwin from Ikorodu. Godwin says, I feel relieved and happy that Fubara shamed Godfarism politics in Rivers State. It goes to show that election can be held peacefully without the police, and soon as some states may apply to the IG to withdraw security for free and fair elections in their states. I just hope that the judiciary will learn their lesson and be moderate in their involvement in politics. Alrighty. Thank you, Godwin, for sharing your thought. Let's take one more. We can't take any more calls right now, right? Let's just take one more call, one more message rather. Then we'll call it a morning. Ajiri is in Bariga. Ajiri says, what Tinubu is actually saying is that he's fighting for his unborn generation and not the Nigerian generations. He plans to take this generation with him and prepare his generation to rule the next generation, but he will fail woefully. That's Ajiri interpreting what the president said there. Thank you all for being a part of Dailies, the second part this morning. It's been wonderful, the comments that have been dropping all morning, right? On the Rivers election, I would await what the court would say as we hear the PDP and Wike, they've gone to court. The APP, by the way, could be most likely an SPV for the governor and these people. Remember that even the State House Assembly is still divided. Right now, as we speak, the governor is recognizing some faction, the PDP recognizing, well, maybe the Wike faction now recognizing the other faction of the State House Assembly. So we don't know exactly what will pan out, what the court would say, what the election tribunal would say. But again, we need to get to a point where elections are done truly free and fair. All of us, we are liking what happened in Rivers State, but we forget the fact that it's same old. A party has cleared all the seats in local government of elections there. Are we saying that there were no other political parties that contested for those seats? We're liking it now because perhaps we have bias for Sim Fubara. But if it happens in our own state, we'll be singing another tune. All right, I'll leave it here this morning. I'm Sheriff Quadry. Kofi Bartels is next on the Morning Crossfire. Good morning to you.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.